Welcome back, everybody, to episode 13 of Debate and Destroy, the one and only metal podcast where we take two legendary metal albums on a weekly basis, go track for track to find out who is the best. I'm your host, once again, Blackout Bill, and today, for episode 13, we decided to throw a change up at y'all. Instead of going darker, we decided to go a little bit lighter to the metalcore scene, to the specifically the Christian metalcore scene, with one of the biggest bands around in that particular genre, the great August Burns Red, with their two albums, Messengers Vs Constellations. If you haven't checked out our first 12 episodes, they are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, and YouTube. So go check those out if you like what you hear. Also, if you like what you hear, feel free to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Debate Destroy. One word, Debate Destroy. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or just want to tell JJ and I that our opinions are wrong, feel free to do so by email at debatedestroy@gmail.com. But without any further ado, it's time for Breakdown City. It's time to put on our American Eagle polos and say our Hail Marys, because it's August Burns Red today on this episode of Debate and Destroy, Messengers versus Constellations. Everybody get up. That's right, motherfuckers. We are back. Episode 12 of... Episode 13? I forgot. Shit. I think it's episode 13. It don't matter. I always I lose track of it every time I start this shit off. I think it's episode 13. But anyway, I'm joined with always my co-host, the Fiend from Carrizo Springs.
Local JJ.
How you feeling today, dude?
This is gonna be a good one. Breakdown City, dude.
Breakdown City? Dude,
Breakdown
I
City.
know you put this shit on in the gym.
Yes, dude.
I know it.
23 songs.
Yeah.
23 songs. Only one doesn't have a breakdown. That's insane.
I can't even think of the one without a breakdown.
I'll tell you in a little bit.
We'll come to find out. Our guest on this episode, he's new to the Debate and Destroy table. He's the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jay Allen, the ABR fanatic and the weightlifter extraordinaire. Tell him how you living, dude.
These are two of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah, so just a little background. Jay is the super ABR fan, and JJ and I, well, this is going to be confusing. So I'm going to call JJ Loco JJ. And then there's Jay, one J. Jay Allen. I'm going to call you Jay Allen.
Jay Allen.
All right, Jay Allen over here is the hardcore fan, where JJ and I are casual fans, more or less.
Pretty casual, but I do like the metalcore scene.
Yeah, so Jay dragged us along to go see Messengers, which is the first time I ever heard it, because they did the Messengers tour all the way through.
Yep.
That was fucking banging.
Amazing.
That was amazing. Like
one of my favorite shows I've ever
The pits
been to.
didn't stop.
Yeah, because we go to so many shows, JJ and I, and then I was like, okay, well, I'll check this album out. I knew how much he loved it, and I liked the album, but then when I saw it live, I was like, it all clicks. Like, it all made sense why this guy repeats himself in the album like 20 times. Because when you go live, people sing the living shit out of these songs.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
And it's very rare that you see that.
With like a metalcore band.
Well, that and the pit doesn't stop. The pit didn't stop, dude.
It doesn't stop.
It's crazy.
And they have no singing. There's like there's one song on here with
one
singing.
or two.
It's all
No, there's
screaming
one.
vocals.
There's one song on
I
both
know
these
what you're
albums.
talking about,
But the Messengers album, there's no singing.
Yeah.
And you got people singing
All
along
harsh
the
vocals.
entire fucking show. I think that's, besides Hatebreed, that's like one of the only, in like maybe Lamb of God, but even people sing along to every Lamb of God song. Everybody at these ABR shows knows like every word to every song. Which is fucking crazy to me.
Big fans of this band, man.
Big fan. Big old.
Big
There's some
old
diehard
fucking
Christians
fans.
out there
Yeah,
who want to
dude.
get
They
down
truly
with the core.
perfected
Get down
the
with the
metalcore scene.
metalcore.
They truly perfected the metalcore scene.
They did.
You think so?
I think so, dude. In
They're-
that category, that category.
Like no
Yeah.
no singing, like the unearthed.
No, yes.
I think they're
I think they're the best out of the bunch.
the definitive
personally.
best of that era of metalcore.
Damn, that's a
I
big
think
statement.
so.
But Jay's all fanboy.
Oh,
so don't
yeah,
listen
you're a
to-
fanboy.
He's a fanboy.
I am a fanboy. I'm wearing this shirt.
But in that second
you-
wave, that's what I'm talking about.
I got a bias
Yeah.
going here.
Oh, I know. But anyway, guys, we're here to debate. What is it? Their second and third album, or their third and fourth?
No, second and
This is
third.
second and third full-length albums.
Messengers from 2007 and Constellations from 2009. Very similar albums. There's one track difference, but the one track is that we're taking out is Meridian, which is just an instrumental anyway.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it when we get there, what I think
Yeah,
about
for
that
sure.
song. But anyway, let's start this shit up. Track number 1, The Truth of a Liar versus 30 and 7.
One of my favorite battles.
You think so?
Yeah,
On
it's
the
really
albums?
fun.
They both start off really well.
Yes.
Can I talk? Okay, we're going to start with The Truth and a Liar. Can I get to something here?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that not a ripoff of As I Lay Dying? The very first riff.
I don't know what year it was though, so like I know what you're
did
talking
check
about.
the years.
What year?
I checked it. The As I Lay Dying album, the Shadows of whatever. I'll have to
Shadows of
look it-
Silence.
Yes, that came
That's
out 2 years
05?
before. 05.
Oh my god, I didn't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I was.
And
I was
you
like,
know what
fuck,
song I'm
it
talking
sounds
about?
familiar.
What's that fucking song though? What's it called?
There's 94 hours.
No, it's not 94 hours. It's fuck.
Confined.
Not Confined, dude. It's the big one.
Through struggle?
Through
Struggle.
Struggle, dude.
Oh.
I
It
was
is-
just thinking that before I got here. that
it's so
pretty similar.
Yeah,
but
it's so similar to Through Struggle.
it's
But
it's
it's just
so much
faster.
harder though.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder.
It's
It-
heavier
It's a pickup.
by
yeah,
far.
I think Through Struggle uses that riff more in a melodic way, but then it stops and it just has that slower like tuka tuka. Whereas this song, it's like fucking banger, dude. First
Yeah.
breakdown,
Oh, yeah.
we're ready to rock and roll.
Dude, I know.
It's
And it's
game
screaming
time.
the intro.
it has that lead up
Oh,
intro,
it's
and then it
game
gets into
time.
that, and then
Yeah.
it's just pits and pits for days,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, but dude, his screaming at the beginning is like it's showing that he's not playing.
Yeah,
dude.
he's not playing
He's not
around at
playing,
all.
dude. Let's fuck it up.
I think what I'm like, the first breakdown, like you think you're everything to everyone. I think that's a
Yeah.
pretty solid breakdown to start the album with.
Yeah.
I even like the gang vocal where they all do it together. Okay, you're gonna hear me multiple times on this album. My biggest problem with AR, I'm gonna address it right here.
Do it.
Live, like I said, he repeats himself, and people repeat it along with him. But when you're actually listening, it just
the
gets
studio-
it gets a little
That's-
it gets too much sometimes.
That's
It's a
how it
little
is throughout the
cheese,
entire
dude.
album of Messengers too. It's just like
Yeah, there's a
they
lot
have
of-
a theme to every song,
Yeah.
and they just go along with it all
And
the
they
way
s-
through, and it's just like they repeat 3 lyrics.
Yeah, but it makes sense
It
once you
works
see
live.
it. Once you see
Yeah,
it,
it goes
but
super
studio,
hard to live.
dude, it
But
doesn't
the
work to me.
yeah, I think it works when they do like a gang vocal when they all scream that like
I don't even like that.
really
Like,
I like
there's
it.
a couple of songs later on that you'll
because it
we'll
reminds me
talk
of
about.
like an Anthrax or Power Trip. You know what I mean? With a lot of bands
Dare
like
say
that. What, you don't like that shot? Even Meshuggah does it on Destroy, Erase, Improve
Yeah,
on a couple
they?
songs. I like gang vocals. I can get down with the shouting.
it depends. Depends how it's invoked.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't
It's good
even
for the
care.
gym.
But when they bring
It's really good for the gym.
One of my all these songs are good for the gym. The breakdowns are just good for the gym. But
Amazing.
I think right after that, the breakdown, you think you're everything to everyone, and they bring the intro riff back. And dude, what's the drummer's name? Jay? What's this guy's name? Jay Allen.
Matt Griner.
Matt who?
Matt Griner.
Dude, that guy slams.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he does.
He
dude.
kills the tempo on so many of these
Insane.
breakdowns, man. He's great. He shines
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah, Truth of the Liar is really complex. Like at that 45-second mark, you get some thrash elements in it. It's pretty cool. And then at that 135, they revert back to that first riff,
Yeah.
and it's pretty killer,
Exactly. That's
dude.
what I'm talking about. When they go back
Yes.
to the first riff and the drummer fucks with the groove, dude, that's
Yeah.
great songwriting.
But
I
they're
love
changing
that
riffs
shit.
at the same time. It's fucking
Yeah, exactly.
cool, dude.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah.
And also, I think this one too has a good solo, which like another thing I'll bring about ABRs. Those two guitars. What are their names? Who the guitarist names? Do you know?
One of them's JB Brubaker. The other
Okay.
one's
I'll look it up.
Oh.
But both these guys can play because I've seen them
Yes.
live and I've seen some of the shit they harmonize on this album. But who does the solos? Is that guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
JB.
His solo's awesome here. And I'm just, every time I hear him play, I'm like, why doesn't he play more? Because like I think the breakdown after breakdown after
Yeah.
breakdown, it gets a little monotonous. Like if to like separate it, you should have like a killer solo.
That's just how
Yeah.
metalcore was at the time.
I know. I know it is the trends, but
Yeah.
the dude can fucking play.
Yeah,
Like
and I
these-
think he's also just improved
Greatly.
a lot over time because
Definitely, I
if you
can see
listen
that
to
too.
their later albums, he's just
Oh, yeah.
shredding the whole way through.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I've listened to Frosty the fucking Snowman, dude. I know how this guy gets down.
Well, just
He
like
goes
Constellations
hard on that.
already, like it's just only a year. What is it? 2 years?
2 years
It's
later.
2 years apart.
Yeah.
You see more melody, and
It's
it's,
a- it's-
fucking cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
completely more melodic.
Don't like
Yeah.
I'm saying for Truth or Lie real quick. Like I think you already said it. I don't like the group singing together. The group scream like when it's to everyone when he says that.
Yeah,
When
too.
it-
You
I
right.
don't like that.
You
It,
don't like
it
it?
takes away from the
I
song
like
because
that
the
part.
song
I like
is
that
a
part.
fucking banger.
No,
dude.
dude, I don't think on this one it does. I
Dude,
think you're wrong.
I think it does, dude.
Nah,
And
you're
that
fucking wrong.
diminishes
Shut
it.
up.
That diminishes it
No.
for me.
I'll diminish something, dude.
And then, anyways,
Your
let's go.
opinion.
Shut the fuck up. Let's go to 30 and 7. Dude, what about that little drum roll in the beginning, dude?
Yeah,
Set
the
it off.
drum roll.
Oh, I
was-
love
I
that.
actually watched No,
The
go
best,
ahead.
the best lead into that album.
I know it's
for
fucking
sure.
sick. I do love the little drum intro, and I just watched like a drum playthrough of that guy doing it, and it's fucking killer, man. The one riff I love, the breakdown is that "Can you hold all the water" or whatever it is.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
fucking riff is so cool and melodic. And then the first breakdown isn't my favorite. I think it starts really good, but then that
agree.
first breakdown, I'm like,
I
it's
agree with
alright.
that.
It's all right.
I think the breakdown section of the first like 3 tracks on this album, it's not near as good as
As some of the later ones.
Some of the later ones.
No, I completely agree with that.
I would agree with that too. I don't know, like it's a pretty average breakdown to me. Like, but I do like the beginning and I love the ending.
Yeah, but I think the breakdown after, like your mind is the mountain before
Yeah.
you or whatever. Then it goes, dude, that fucking part
Dude, that one goes hard.
slams, dude. I love that shit. Okay, guys, one of my biggest fucking problems with 30 and 7.
What is it?
There's a riff at the 2:35 mark that is like the best riff in the whole song. Could be one of the best riffs on the album, but they only play it once.
Oh, I know.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
It's fucking killer, dude.
It's
and
like,
stop.
but
They
it
stop,
because it does
dude.
like a
Pisses
very
me
in
off.
flames, like picky, like dun, 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 dun. I can't sing it off the top of my head, but then they go into that.
It's just because it only fit in that part of the song. 'cause
No,
the
dude,
rest of
no,
it,
they
dude.
should have
the rest
played
of
that
it,
for 5 minutes.
Dude, that would have worked the whole song. There's actually a couple.
I
riffs
would
in
say-
this is
album.
the intro to the album. It's like
No, dude,
it's gotta
paid
be all over the place. It's gotta.
if ABR was like, hey, we're playing the riff from the 2:35 mark from 30 and 7 for 20 minutes straight. It's $10 this summer. I'd go.
Dude,
Just to
let's
Oh, I'd
hear
go
that
too.
riff. 'Cause that riff
I would
fucking
definitely go.
smacks. Dude, that riff is butter, bro.
It is pretty good.
It's such a good. That's like the perfect example of what metalcore does best. Take the In Flames at the gate, Stark Tranquility, Melodeath style, and then blend it with the
Yep.
core, like
Yeah.
triplets. Brum, brum, ba-na-na-na. That riff is amazing. It's
Because
fucking awesome.
if you have some cool melodies and some cool riffs, it doesn't oversaturate the breakdowns for me.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
where I like to find the balance. And right there in 30 and 7, I think they find
That's-
that balance.
that's where it
But
is.
I would maybe Jay's right. It has that place on the album, but I think it could have been played at least twice or 3 times, not just once. Dude, what a
could have been-
tease, bro.
It could have been
What a
expanded, dude,
tease.
for sure.
It-
Dude,
I
they
think
left me
they just-
half-mast, and then it just went back down, bro. The dick went.
They were just making sure this was a short song, man.
Dude, I gotta
Yeah.
say though, for real, like I love when I wish bands would do it more often when they transition to the next song because the ending ends with the genting and then it starts with the drum kicks.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that shit. It's
Yeah, no,
so
it's-
much fun.
I fucking agree with you, dude. And I think one of the big things too with this song is in a lot of the songs on their albums that they're so fast, but there's so many things that happen within like those 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
There's so many
Yeah.
fucking riffs.
Just
That was
put
one of the
so many
hard part
things.
of remembering the songs on this. That has been more difficult than even we just did Mastodon and Opeth. Some of those songs that are like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
But then I'm having a harder time remembering some of these riffs because there's so many.
Because
at
there's so
once.
many
so
riffs
many
getting
different ones.
in.
But that one specifically, I had to shout out. That riff is butter. Like it's a top tier riff on the album for me. But
My favorite part of that whole song, though, is the lyric at the end, "Your mind is a mountain before you."
I love that shit, dude.
I
That's
fucking
pretty
think
cool.
about that shit every day.
Oh, tell him.
That shit sits in my chest.
Yeah.
Ever since I was
Damn.
13 years old, first listening to this album.
Butter, dude. I don't. I like the one on fucking on Truth of the Liar. The all that you love and all that you treasure will pass with time, bro. Tell him and say it
Yeah,
6
dude.
fucking times. Or how many times he fucking says it.
Say as many times as you need to.
Yeah.
Burn that shit in my brain.
Put that shit in my brain, dude. But
That's great.
yeah, with sorry, I'm looking at the lyrics right now. Yeah, the mountains before you've reached the summit, now transcend the
transcend the
skies,
skies.
dude. I love that ending.
think-
Now you've reached the summit, transcend the skies, dude. PMA, positive mental attitude.
for real.
AVR getting
You'll
down
see
with
that
the
all
core.
over this
Well, that's
album
what core is
too, dude.
about,
we do.
dude. PMA.
I know, dude. There's
Yeah, I
one
love
song
it.
on here that just like
So lighthearted. That's why they say happy
Yeah.
music or angry music for happy people.
That's the shirt they have, right?
Yeah.
Is that that's not them?
That's
Yeah.
a real thing, dude.
It's for sure. It's like Hatebreed, dude. That's what it reminds me of. I'm sure they got a little bit inspired, but they go, I think, full out with the Christian lyrics. But we'll get to that later. I don't really see them on these two songs. Maybe more in Truth
Jay,
or
you're the
Liar.
guest, dude. What are you going with? Your first.
What are you going
pick?
with and why?
I have to go with Truth the Liar.
Whoa, dude! I thought you were gonna go with 30 and 7.
I love 30 and 7, but Truth of the Liar, just that first part that it goes into that super fast film.
It just gravitates to you, right?
Me.
It sucks you
That's
in.
like the
dude.
perfect intro to either of these albums.
It sucks
It's
you
so
in.
good.
This was a hard one for me because I honestly I didn't know which one to pick because I love these two songs. They're top tier for me. But like you said, the intro gravitates to you and it pulls you in. Truth of the Liar is what I'm taking.
Damn, dude. I think it's going to be a clean sweep because I'm going to go with Truth of the
Whoa,
Liar
you
too,
too,
man. This
Wow.
one was really close, too. Like you said, great way to start the albums on both. But I won't forgive them for teasing that one riff, dude, and not playing it enough. I'm not going to They are unforgiven, dude.
I never even thought of it like that. I've listened to that album so many times that I have not thought of it like that. But now that you bring it up, I definitely can.
Oh yeah, go
see
back
it.
and listen to it because it's like what I said about the one Machine Head song on the Machine Head episode, "Rage to Overcome."
Yeah.
Dude, why does they play it so short? Make that shit go Jira style. Play it for 3 minutes, dude. I'll sit there, smoke a joint, and digest that shit because that riff is
Hell yeah,
BUTTER butter. That riff is butter. It smacks.
Just the thing about August Burns Red and this album and Constellations in general, all their songs are like short and to the point.
Yeah.
They all have their own little sections to them.
Yeah,
And you'll see that just throughout the whole thing.
I agree. So, Truth of the Liar gets the pentagram of truth, which we didn't even explain the rules to Jay. Jay, so we vote on each track. The track who wins gets the most vote, gets a pentagram of truth. The album with the most pentagram of truth at the end of the debate wins.
Okay.
So there's only 11 tracks, so there won't be like a tie.
So whichever one gets the 2 out of 3 each time.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's only one winner, bro.
There's only one
dude.
winner here on Debate and Destroy. And if you think the other one won, your opinion's wrong, dude. I'm sorry to tell you.
You're fucking wrong.
You're
Get
fucking
the fuck
wrong.
out of here.
All right, dude. So track number 2, Up Against the Ropes Against Existence.
To me, the hardest battle.
No,
To
dude.
me, the hardest battle
shut
on the
fuck up.
album.
I think this one's an easy one, dude.
I
think
can
this-
name 3.
What?
I can name 3 of them that are insanely more hard.
Are
I
you
agree with him.
serious?
You're wrong,
What do you
JJ.
guys think is easier?
Tell him, Jay. What is
Tell
it?
him.
Existence, right?
You don't even
no,
fucking
Jay's
know.
I mean,
going
it's hard.
the other way.
I have to go with Existence, yeah.
Dude, see?
Oh, okay.
But let's talk about it.
Oh, okay. I
Let's
thought.
talk- which
I
one were you
thought-
thinking of?
I'm taking Existence too, but I honestly thought Jay was gonna take Backburner because it's a heavier
Whoa, whoa,
song.
whoa, whoa. It's Up
Backburner's
Against the
a
Ropes.
I mean,
Yeah,
against
Up
the rope.
Against the
Sorry, I was
Oh,
writing down.
I was supposed to say Backburner. That's a different story, dude.
Up
Don't get me
against the
started.
ropes, dude. Because the drum intro, it's not my favorite, but the
The,
breakdowns.
the rest of it's
I
extremely
don't
heavy.
like the first breakdown.
I like the first breakdown. That's why I
Oh,
like
man.
it.
It starts off banging, but then
Yeah.
it goes into a breakdown that goes on too long. The "We Will Survive" part, too long, dude. Too long. Move on.
And then
I
they
love
have
that
like
part.
they have
Really?
like 3 breakdowns in a row, dude.
Live, it's
Yeah.
it's slayed.
It's-
I remember it slaying live.
I like listening to it too.
Because from like 118
But,
to
dude, the riff-
141, dude, just take off your
then-
shirt, dude.
Oh,
Just take
I-
off your shirt,
take
bro.
off your
Walk
shirt, circle
around.
pit heaven, dude.
it
the,
is.
We've forgiven you.
Yeah,
Forgive me.
seriously, it's a
Bro,
badass song, dude.
the looking into the mirror riff, kill it. I mean, I love that riff. It's just that "We Will Survive." Oh, dude, not my favorite. But the transition to the middle breakdown is fucking awesome. The blast beats, dude, I love blast beats. That's another reason I think these guys
Yep.
separate a little bit more from the core.
Yeah.
the
'Cause
drummer
they actually throw in the
he
blast
throws
beats.
some
Because they add
blast beats,
another
dude.
dimension. They add more depth.
Exactly. I can't think of a lot of Killswitch songs with blast beats. I can think of a couple
Oh,
As
there's
I
a
Lay Dying
couple.
ones.
There's a couple.
On Earth,
On Earth has a couple too.
but on the Storm and I think on their later stuff they have blast beats. But
Oh yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I had to do. We haven't done like an in-depth thing on Earth, but
Parkway Drive has a lot of blast beats. I don't know if you guys listen to them a lot though.
no, I haven't. They do
Parkway's
blast beats
pretty
too?
killer too.
Oh, okay,
I
but
like
they're
them.
more of like the second. These guys, I don't even know how they define metalcore, but I look at it as like the first wave being like Kill Switch,
These
As
guys
Lay
are the
Dying
second
on Earth.
wave.
And then, but their first album's like, who gives a shit, dude? It's all
It
metalcore.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. Who
metalcore.
gives a fuck? These guys slam. That's all that matters. What's important is that this drummer throws blast beats in like a motherfucker, and they come when you least expect it, and they fucking smack you in the face like a ton of dicks. A ton of dicks,
A
not
whole
a ton
ton
of
of
bricks.
dicks.
What?
A whole ton of a ton of dicks from the gym who just got their squirrel on by pumping up in this song.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Jay-
I really like Up Against the Ropes though because like at the end it has that quick transition and it abruptly ends. It's like holy shit, catches you off guard, dude. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, with no happy.
Yeah, yeah.
ending.
And it's so many tempo changes, dude, in this song.
Yeah,
compared to the other.
That's what I
to
love
me,
about
it does.
too.
It's like holy shit. It has
Yeah,
a lot of tempo
dude,
changes.
I think one of my favorite songs, or my favorite part of this song, is that what's the singer's name? Jay, the screamer.
Jigglers.
Yeah, he does an amazing scream at the so forgive yourself, but when he says forgive yourself, dude, that's one of the best screams on the album.
Yeah,
like
it's almost a growl.
Yeah, dude, he kills it. And it goes on for like an extended period of time where you're just like, fuck, dude, he nailed that.
Yeah,
he sounds good. Because there's a couple other songs where I'm a question. We'll get there when we get there.
Because even though he's one dimensional, he's really good at what he does.
I don't think he's that one-dimensional.
I think he is.
He's got highs and mids. He's got a couple lows too.
No,
yeah,
not really, dude.
No, man, I think
he's got a good
he's
voice.
got dimensions. I think what throws it off for me is the talking, yelling that I don't like. It reminds me of like that 2000s era.
To me, it sounds like a basic metalcore band.
Yeah,
when he's talking, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the loud talking. But there's one song on here that we'll talk about. Even like some of my favorites, like "So We've Got News for You." It's like, okay, all right, dude, I get it.
Don't do that.
But I know that's like part of the trend. You know what I mean?
No,
But
yeah.
I think
you're knocking it.
I think that adds another dimension to the song. Honestly, to me.
Yeah, the screaming. I know people like it. Sorry, not the screaming.
talking
like the
parts.
yelling.
Yeah.
Because it's not screaming, it's like yelling.
It's more power. It adds more power to the lyrics because you're actually able to
you
tell
can
what
yell
he's
it
saying.
yourself. Yeah, you don't have to be able to scream.
And then
to
he'll
be a
repeat
screamer.
it like 2 or 3 more times so that you know exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, that's
what
true.
he was
And
just
I think always of like Kill Switch, the fucking Self Revolution, the second song off of AOJB, Alive or Just Breathing.
Oh,
This yelling part's one of the.
Self-Revolution?
Yeah, Self-Revolution. The yelling part, the slow
Actually,
down.
yeah, you're right. He
Like
does do
that's a
that.
really catchy part that we sing. I don't know why we're biased against ABR for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm catching myself thinking about it, because I love Jesse, and I don't knock Kill Switch for doing that.
I guess
just
you're
catch
right.
along.
I never thought about that.
I think it was
either.
just during this time it was so saturated that a lot of people were doing it that
Yeah.
I get kind of like, all right, I'm done with this. But I can see what you're saying. It's fun
Anyways,
to yell.
we're going
yell
off
on
I
it.
think
little
the
tangent.
Going on
the
a
way he
tangent.
does it fits in really well.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about Existence, boys,
Dude,
because that
Existence.
song,
The walls
of the church
like
don't
I
make it
say,
holy.
Dude, the walls of the church
Dude.
don't make it holy. That fucking line kills
Hell
it,
yeah,
dude.
dude.
I
Dude,
love
I'm
it.
such a sucker for the drum. Like when the intro drums.
I
Yeah.
know.
Fuck, dude,
I
I
know.
love
And
that.
the transition from
It's a
30
big
and
drop,
7
dude.
into existence
Perfect.
is just
Yeah,
so
I love
good.
it.
old
I love how
drop,
it
boys.
flows together. Dude, the drumming at the first part, the control, like the groove control that guy has, awesome, man. You're constantly banging your head.
Yeah.
Fucking great. And the Don't Excuse Yourself breakdown, killer.
And they're just shredding the whole time.
Yeah, dude. Well, they have so much genting going on, but they have so
Yeah.
much melody in the background going on.
Exactly.
That, like, it keeps you engaged.
Do you know
dude.
why? I'm going to just say this. Do you know why the Don't Excuse Yourself riff is killer? Because he only says it one fucking time in that breakdown.
That's true.
I'm just giving you shit. But yeah, man. Even the fucking the Wits End, I'm at Wits End breakdown, fucking killer.
The only problem I have personally, because I love this song, I think the solo's a little generic, dude. A little metalcore.
I think
like
it's
Kill
all
Switch
right.
does it a lot. Like
Yeah, no,
Adam D does that
On the
too
later
many
Kill
times.
Switch album, so like
Yeah.
Disarm to Descend and the one after.
The little tapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, dude, this song's fucking awesome. I love it. Like,
Yeah. At Wits End, it's the same thing. I have a complaint. Like he just says it over and over, but whatever. I mean, it's still cool, dude. All I know is that
the
the
double
walls
bass
of the
at the
church
end,
don't make
too.
it fucking
But
holy, bro.
You'll see. I mean, in Constellations, they don't repeat lyrics near as much as they do in Messengers.
No, I know.
yeah.
I can tell from that, especially on like the
they
bass
definitely
section.
went in a different direction that way.
Yeah.
Like, they
definitely-
matured.
Exactly. I was about to say they definitely matured from one album to the next. But
Yeah, they did.
the ending's killer. But I mean, we already said it. Existence won. So Pentagram of Truth goes to Existence. We went
Yes,
on a
sir.
tangent.
Wow, dude, I can't believe it was close. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be super close.
It was close for all of us, but
No,
just
it wasn't close for me,
Existence-
dude. I thought
oh,
Existence
it
was
wasn't?
better.
No,
I thought Existence is clearly better.
I think they're pretty damn close, but Existence is just
No, dude. This next one I
Does
think
it
is
for me.
really fucking close, dude.
I don't think this was close.
Are you Backburner versus Ocean
Okay.
of Apathy?
Conviction, dude. That
This
part's
one-
so
this one's
badass,
close,
dude.
Stop it.
but Backburner just goes so fucking hard.
Oh,
dude.
let's start with Backburner.
Backburner goes
Dude,
fucking
every
hard.
riff just gets better and better. Conviction,
Yes, dude.
Dude, and the transition to the breakdown is so buttery.
it's
It's
crazy.
fucking a
But
smacker.
I don't like the back end of it.
The back
end,
end?
like the last 2 minutes of it. It's just it doesn't draw.
It's all
to me.
right.
Yeah.
It's all right, but it starts off
the
so
beginning-
Yeah,
It's
the last
fucking cool.
the last part of the song, you can tell it serves as the transition to the next song.
Well, yeah. That's why it deteriorates a little bit. And
Yeah.
that's why I love Whitewash. But we'll talk about that in a
But
minute.
the beginning of Backburner, especially, smile 'cause you got it.
Oh,
dude,
yeah, I
this
love
shit's
that
awesome,
shit.
dude.
Yeah, I think I can take the repeating for this song because it's so banging.
It's so
That
heavy,
riff-
It
that riff
definitely
doesn't matter.
fits the song really
Yeah,
well.
it does. I think the only part that I like, I can critique is what do we talk about, dude? Whispering vocals. The trend's gone. It's dead now.
Yep.
Don't whisper anything to me.
No.
I'm not trying to get seduced. This is metal. Why are you whispering? I'm just playing. But all the bands were doing it during those days. That's the only part. But this song is top tier on the album, dude. Top tier in Messengers, I think, for
would
sure.
agree.
Oh, definitely.
Top 3.
It's widely known as one of the top songs in the album too. Everybody knows Backburner is the one that opens the fucking pit like as soon as they put it on.
Yeah.
But
And like I said, after that whisper part, the breakdown's okay, but it's saved by the leads that the guitarist has. Like they put another reason that they stand out from some of the generic metalcore bands is that their guitarists I don't know who does the leads, but whoever does the leads, they're so fucking good. Like
their
they
guitar
give you
work's
something else to
awesome.
listen to besides just the like the chung chung chugga cha chung chung. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. The Looking for You, oh my god, that riff is fucking killer. Don't get me started that shit, and then the ending's awesome. But that song's top tier. But let's get to Ocean of fucking Apathy, dude, because that is also a killer song.
Yes, dude. I love the melody riffs on that.
That second fucking riff, the hold up. Oh, sorry. Which part is I'm thinking of?
Dude, and you get some pig squeals in there too. Whew, I'm a sucker for that too. I love that.
I think it's the second riff of this song. One of the breakdowns with the squealy in it, it's probably my favorite breakdown in the entire album.
Yeah.
It's incredibly good.
I think this song's a bit more diverse, as in they don't need to prove. They do breakdown and do gent, but not as much as the other songs.
No, there's no gent. There's not genting.
Or breakdown, whatever it is.
There's breakdown. It's
Yeah.
core. They're core.
The core.
They're core.
Yeah, they don't do it as much, and there's much more melody and riff change ups. I
Yeah.
like that.
And
This
there's a
song's
bunch,
fucking cool,
dude.
dude.
And
Yeah,
can we
it
talk
does.
about something? I think Ocean of Apathy has like some of the best lyrics on the album. Right? Are you guys getting down with these?
Yeah,
Yes.
I fucking love them, dude.
I like the
can pull
lyrics
up
on
some
the
of my
song.
favorite fucking.
There's a lot of depth to the lyrics on this album for sure, and Ocean of Apathy definitely is one of the deeper ones.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
You get some bass in there. You can finally hear the bass a little more. It's fucking.
No,
cool.
I love the. Why are we led by a misled generation? Everything true and complete is cut out, and then he repeats that. Everything is true and complete is cut out and swept under the floorboards, left to drown in an ocean of apathy. We can fight the current, but we can't climb the waterfall. Why are we led by a misled generation, left to drown in an ocean of apathy?
Bars.
Damn.
Those lyrics fucking
bars.
slay, dude. I love that.
Dude.
Yeah.
And then I like the ending too. It just kind of fades out.
Yes.
Ocean.
No, ocean.
Yeah.
See, to me,
I
dude,
love that.
I'm taking Ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I love both. This was a fucking probably the hardest decision, one of the hardest on the album. But after going back and listening to both, I think I got to take Backburner.
I've
dude.
got to take Backburner.
Backburner
Whoa,
is
both
so good, dude.
Dude.
I will always have a sweet spot for Backburner.
Yeah, there's
dude.
something about Backburner,
I'm
dude.
telling you, the second half isn't that
It's-
good, guys.
It's so much.
you're
It's
so,
so much
drawn
catchier.
into the beginning of it.
It doesn't matter. It's so banging that I
it's
keep
just
it going.
so
The
hard.
whole song, the whole structure of Ocean is fucking awesome.
It is, but there's just something about Backburner that's just more raw. Like
Yeah.
it's just raw, dude. It's fucking killer.
Oh, you guys are so wrong.
I love it. So
Whatever.
that, dude, JJ,
Whatever.
You're wrong.
I
So
can
that
see where
means-
you're coming from,
Yeah.
but I prefer the song that's like way harder than to the one that's
Just
you know,
a nice,
lyrically good,
a good song.
nice good
No,
song.
but there's some banging riffs on Ocean of Apathy.
when it comes to this band.
Yeah. No, I can see that. Okay, so that means Backburner got the Pentagram of Truth, which means we're moving on to track number 4, The Blinding Light versus Whitewashed. Guys, can we talk about something with Whitewashed? Can we talk about something?
What?
That intro, as a Lamb of God fan, fucking subtle arts.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely, and
Of
that's why
Terror and
I
Persuasion.
love it. Favorite song off
It's
the album.
exact same fucking
It
lead.
really
Dude,
is.
I don't even think I've heard that song.
Oh
Dude,
my
that's
God.
a song's a banger, dude.
It's a banger,
And so
but-
is this one.
But it's just, dude, okay, but subtle arts is literally like one riff for like
Oh,
3
it's
minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's a banging riff. But it has a very similar intro lead, Jay, to like this song.
Dude, it's pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I love that shit,
Dude, I love
it's
it
so
too.
much fun.
yeah, but
it's
then,
so
dude,
good.
But then Whitewash goes into that that build up, it works. And then when it goes in that first circle pit riff, dude, I don't know if it's just me, but the bassist really stands out on that riff.
Yeah.
Like when they do that first circle pit riff, you can hear his notes and you're like, fuck, he's playing along with that? That guy's pretty damn good too then. Shit.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, Jay, I'm going to go off a little tangent. Do they always close with that? Because that song live was killer when they close with it.
No, they play it in the middle of the sets too sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That song's bad.
Whenever I saw him at Warped Tour.
Oh, really?
2013, yeah. It was like it wasn't the first or last song, but it was definitely somewhere in the middle. And they were like, we want to get this circle pit all the way around the sound booth.
Oh, dude,
So
that is a circle pit song,
was
dude.
like-
Circle Pit City. Was that here in San Antonio?
Yeah, it was here in San Antonio.
Oh,
it was
hell
like
yeah.
a 500-foot wide circle pit, dude.
Dude, get that shit
That
going.
was crazy.
That's fucking awesome. Did
I
they play it
almost
this
passed
last time
out.
we just saw them?
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't familiar with it yet. But I
don't
can't
know,
wait
that
when they
sounds
come back
awesome.
for this album tour, dude, because I'm
Yeah,
going to
dude.
slam on
It's
that
gonna
circle pit riff.
That's pretty badass.
But yeah,
Pretty
man,
crazy.
I love that shit. He really shines in the. I think that "Don't Say Whatever" breakdown is a little annoying, but after that, because there's two things that throws me off: is they have the repeating thing, and then they say "Let's go." Two things that I don't love in metal. You know what I mean? I know "Let's Go" is awesome, but like I would rather just have that live than in the studio. Anyone
Yeah.
agrees with me on that?
Uh,
Like saying "Let's go" on an album. I'd rather just hear that live. Like, let's
No.
go. Really? You think
That
it works?
doesn't bother me.
Again, it helps
Like,
in the
it
gym
de-
a
like
lot.
I said,
You think so? Oh, it helps in the gym. Let's go. Get up. Jay's right.
It always
That's why Jay's a
depends.
power lifter, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's why this guy's over here benching like 300 something
It always
pounds.
depends to me.
Because I
dude.
listen to Whitewashed.
Because he listened to Whitewash, dude.
I can go either way with that. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just
Okay.
depends on the
Dude,
riff. to tell you the
that
truth.
don't say another
Word.
You
Oh,
crossed the line.
I love that shit. Don't say
They can
another.
repeat that 10 times. I don't give a shit. That goes so hard.
Oh, I know.
And then you're the straw that's crushing
Okay,
my
that's the only part I don't like of the song.
You
I
don't?
love that part,
No,
dude.
That's
so
the end of the
cool.
song, and
That's
it's like
not
at the
my
same
favorite.
time
Dude,
playing that first part,
Yeah.
the intro part.
Dude, I'm building muscle as I hear
That's
those
my
lyrics,
least
Yeah,
favorite
dude.
part of the song, dude. You're the strong.
It's motivational, bro.
Dude, that
It is
shit is
motivational.
motivational.
I don't know, there's
How do
just
you not
something-
like that? You're
I don't know.
crazy. Oh, you're crazy.
I think it's a
dude.
little annoying, dude. Just a little too much.
No, dude.
No way, dude.
You're
You're
wrong.
wrong. You're definitely wrong,
absolutely wrong.
motherfucker.
Yeah, but let's talk about the
That's one of
blinding
the-
light, dude.
one of the
Now
best
you want to change.
lyrics.
Now I want to change as
Just
soon as we
kidding.
brought up the straw, dude. Because the riff to open, Triplet City, bro. Triplet
it's an
City.
aggressive
Let's
start.
gallop. Oh,
Aggressive.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then the second riff is great because the harmonized guitar part is fucking sick, dude. It's killer. But although I think the breakdown they go into right after that's like average as
It's
fuck.
okay,
I think
yeah.
This is middle tier on the album.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those songs that like you can listen to and you won't remember it after
Yeah.
and
I think
until you listen to it like 5 or 6 times.
I agree. And the drummer kills it here, and the blast beats are awesome, and then he goes and he grooves it up again. But
Yeah.
the build up part, it just leads. It's not a great build up, and then it just leads to an average.
Honestly,
average
I think
ass
it's an
breakdown.
average song, dude.
Yeah.
And
See, to me,
this is a joke.
To me, this
Why
song
Watch
has
is so
always
much better.
been the song in between Backburner and Composure.
Oh, I know what you
Oh,
mean.
yeah.
It's like
My entire life. It's just been the transition between. It's a good transition between the two songs. But I
Yeah.
don't.
No,
as a
I can
standalone
see
song,
why
I
you say that.
don't see it as.
It's bottom tier.
I
on
don't
the
see it
album.
as better than and as iconic as Whitewash.
No. Yeah, I think. Are we all going for whitewashed?
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
this-
damn.
I think this is a joke of a competition.
Damn. I don't know if it's a
Whitewash,
joke.
Whitewash is
The
just.
Whitewash
Dude,
is
Whitewash
bad.
is
One of their-
so much better.
one of their most
You're just
iconic
like subtle
songs
arts.
ever, dude.
Of, what's that song title even called? Subtle Arts of Murder and Persuasion.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, how did you remember that?
I was just thinking that it's on the new American Gospel, dude.
Yeah.
That
Great
song always reminds me of Lamb of God just ripping off like Meshuggah. Like it just sounds like Lamb of God playing a Meshuggah song. But
They
it's
just do
funny
it
that they
better.
have the
Lamb of
same.
God
Like,
just
lead-
does everything better.
Shut the fuck up, dude! I'm gonna slap you. All right, so Whitewash gets the pentagram of truth, which brings us to track number 5.
This is the hardest one on the whole album.
Composure versus Mariana's Trench.
Yeah,
I don't
this-
think this is hard, guys.
This is
was
the
a
hardest
battle.
one.
I think this is an easy one.
These are their 2 most iconic songs.
No,
they've
dude, I
ever
think-
Most
released.
iconic?
Yes.
Ooh.
Guys, I think Mariana's Trench kills Composure, man.
I think it's slightly.
I think it kills it.
I don't know
Hell
yet.
no.
I don't
There's-
know.
Hell no.
Okay, Composure's banging, but there's 2 parts that throw me off like a motherfucker, and it's all about the production, dude. It's got fucking, you got your own life to lead. I hate
Man, when
that.
I was 15, I was singing that song in the locker room
every day.
every day.
You got your own.
Wave goodbye to the. Most motivational shit I ever heard in my life, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I just don't like the way he sounds when he yells that. You got your own.
Yeah,
life to live."
it does
that's
kind of
pretty
sound
rough,
off.
Not my favorite,
But-
dude. And then also the part right before this, they have. I hate
Always
that, dude.
been. You don't like
No,
that?
just
dude.
the way he says they have, like my ears, it doesn't. It just.
I don't know.
hurts.
I
It
like
hurts a little bit.
it sounds weird, and then you just hear it go into.
Yes, that part's awesome, but it's just something about when it comes in. They have the production. Compared to Mariana's Trench, dude, that
Yeah,
shit has
dude,
perfect
that song
production,
bangs,
guys.
man.
It's
That song
sick.
bangs.
I mean,
That's
yeah.
one of the most well-written songs on either album because there's this fucking great build-up fucking melodic part with this great tremolo picking riff into just fucking awesome triplet. There's a reason why this is their biggest song. It isn't because it's a single. There isn't any singing on it. It's because it's so well fucking written, dude. Every
The
riff
lyrics
smacks.
are amazing too.
Lyrics are fucking amazing. And that one last riff is so fucking good and so much different than all the other breakdowns in the album. Like, there's a
true.
reason this is the best song on Constellations, and I think it's the best song better than every song off Messengers, too. It's a top tier song for a reason, dude.
I think it's an amazing song. I just think Composure just goes way harder and is just a lot better of a song.
Like I said, once again.
My only problem.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say my only problem with Mariana's Trench is when he says we're going under. The way he says under on like the first two parts, he says it. It sounds a little. His voice goes out. Like it sounds a little weak.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like listen
yeah.
back.
A
It's
little
like
bit.
under. It's like what happened to your scream, dude? Like,
That's funny.
did you lose it a little bit? But maybe he's just putting emotion into it.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
That's what I've always thought it was. He's
Yeah,
just
I can
putting
see that.
a certain emotion into it.
I can just. That's the only part where I hear his scream being different than all of his other screams. So I was just like, why does he sound like that? It's like maybe he put a lot of emotion into it.
I like Composure a lot, and it honestly would go toe to toe with Mariana's Trench. But like you said earlier, I fucking hate when he does that part.
Oh,
Like
but
it's
they-
pulling you under.
They have.
Dude,
Oh,
it's
gripping
I
around.
hate that with a
But I
passion.
like
like
that
it.
part.
It's
I
so
love that part,
forced.
dude.
It's so forced.
I don't
to me,
think
and
it's that
hate
forced.
I
Really?
hate that, and it deteriorates the song because, dude, the beginning of it's so fucking good. The melodies, dude, it's so good. I love it, but it deteriorates for me. And Mariana's Trench as a whole, that song is fucking banging.
Oh, amazing, dude.
Yeah.
And, dude, like I said again, that 3 minutes 22 seconds in, that riff is so fucking good.
Yes.
And it's completely different than like most of the core breakdowns out there. I think
Yeah.
that's why it works so well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
a nice
I'll say it
change
again.
up.
There's a reason why I think this song is their biggest song, and it's not like other bands where it's just because it's the single. No, this song is like amazingly written.
Yeah.
It's a fucking fantastic
good song,
for
You can't
sure.
really have like a super single when you don't sing on, your albums. At least that's
true.
my humble opinion. But so what are you gonna pick then, Jay?
I'm going with Composure.
You're going with Composure?
I'm going with
Dude,
Composure.
wow.
Damn. And JJ, what are you going
Oh,
with?
Mariana's Trench.
I'm
This
going
is
with
easy.
Mariana's Trench. Dude, Jay, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I may be wrong, but it's still a good song. It's still a better song.
I was gonna say something else.
That's funny.
All right,
Just
man.
that it seems like you're giving up on everything you work for. That shit
Gets you up.
gets me hard, dude.
Oh yeah. RDLs? Is that when you're hitting the
Yeah, when I hit
RDLs?
the RDLs.
Someone out there
Getting
that's who
stiff
doesn't
like
lift. That's
deadlifts, dude.
Romanian deadlifts. Because Jay's hard. He goes to the gym.
Hard, I lift, bro.
He lifts, puts on ABR, and he lifts. But anyway, so Mario's Trends gets the pentagram of truth. Then we're on to let's do the album covers. Let's take an intermission. So we're gonna talk about the album covers. I got the CDs. I couldn't get the vinyls. I don't know if they're available, if they're even out. But we got the CDs for this episode of Debate and Destroy. We have them on our table. Go look up what the album covers look like, guys. Looking at them both. I think this is an easy one. Constellations. dude.
Constellations is so much
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
It's the art style.
Looks cooler. It's different.
Fucking amazing. And
I don't know what
just
this
like,
is. Like,
think
just the
it's-
candle with the hand.
The hand's holding
it
the
doesn't
candle.
really do much
he's
for me.
he's a messenger. He has the light in his hand. He's showing you the way. But there's something about
Whatever.
constellations,
The
dude. The
dude like
struggle.
struggling to carry this balloon that's actually the moon behind him.
It's hard.
It's
It's deep.
it's symbolic of how the whole album
Yeah, and I like the
goes.
back. Can you let me see the back of Messengers again? Oh, it's just them. Oh, that's whack. That's whack. The back of Messengers is whack.
That's a
That's a
terrible
whack
photo.
band pick. The back of Constellations is way cooler.
I have it's like alternative art that they did for the Constellations album. I have it as my wallpaper on my phone. So
Oh, that's
pretty
bad.
cool,
That's
too.
fucking badass.
Yep. So that's a
I'm getting
clear
another
cut
beer. So that's a clear cut winner. Constellations wins the album cover.
yes, sir.
And so that means we're going on to track number 6, Vital Signs versus the Escape Artist. I'm going to tell you something about the Escape Artist. This song, beer drinking music. Open it up.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty badass.
Open your closed mind.
Open your closed mind, dude. I cannot.
Close your open mouth.
Close
Hell
your
yeah,
open.
dude.
I cannot wait for this song live. Like I think I might lose my shit.
I will
It's
lose
gonna
my shit. I don't
fucking-
even think I've ever heard this song live, which is
Wow. Yeah. Dude,
saying
don't know,
something.
it's
I
pretty- it's a
want to hear
good
this song live.
It's a banging intros. A banging fucking intro with the blast beats into the like, then the drummer grooves out into the Slayer beat, more of the duka duka duka, like
Yeah.
the circle pit riff. And the first breakdown is so killer.
at that
the
1
pick
minute,
and
30
choose
seconds.
riff is
Yeah.
fucking awesome, dude.
Amazing.
Dude, I like
And then, of course, I'm a sucker for harmonized guitars. So the harmonized guitar breakdown after that, 246 is cool. Then they have the mid-tempo part. My problem with the song is the ending. The
What?
ending
No.
drags on a little
No,
too
dude.
long.
Even Gojira uses that type of.
No, but
yes,
Gojira's
riff.
another fucking animal, dude.
Dude, I think it works perfectly. I think
I
it,
think it
it
does, too.
helps.
Really?
I think it helps the second half. It builds the song to a better song. The second half of it.
I disagree.
like it.
You're wrong.
No way, dude.
It's just
Jay, what do you think
it's
about
just
that?
extending the best part of the song more and more.
Yes, dude. It is the best riff
In the
on
song?
the song. It's killer.
It is. I
It's
just
a
think it goes
killer
on a
song.
little too long.
I don't. In fact, I like the second half more than the first half easily.
What? No
Yes, dude.
way, dude. Then you need to
Yes.
open your closed mind, bro.
What are you
'Cause
talking
don't
about?
know how fucking slamming that shit is, dude. That song smacks you in the face at first, especially because the way Mariana's Trench fades out and then this one just comes in. I fucking love it, dude. I mean, it's
That's pretty
great.
cool.
I think that's a big thing I like a
I
little
like
bit
the
more.
ending too with the subtle piano.
The good
in
thing
the
about
background.
Constellations
Yeah, me
is
too.
everything transitions really good into
Yeah,
each other.
I was just about to say that. All the transitions are really badass. But what do y'all think about Vital Signs, dude?
It's
I think
much more aggressive, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot heavier.
I think the song starts off good, but the first breakdown's okay. But the second one's much better, and the drummer fucking kills it. But the No One Gets the Point riff, awesome.
But I put this kind of with Blinding Light as one of their middle
Yeah,
tier songs.
I would
on the
agree with
album.
that.
Yeah.
It's not my fave, dude. This is for sure bottom tier also.
But I do really like the song. It's just I think
But I think
Escape
what they-
Art, I just think Escape Artist is
Better?
miles better.
I don't
yeah,
know, dude.
dude.
I
I
think
agree.
y'all are wrong, man. I think Vital Signs is better.
What? No, you're
I actually really
wrong,
like Vital
dude.
Signs. When I did them back to back, I ended up picking this one.
Really?
I just think they end on a really fucking high note. They end on the best riff of the song, which is like, what else do you want, dude?
I'm telling
Shit's
you,
a
dude.
slammer.
I would've
Although
taken
I
Vital
did get
Signs,
really
too.
excited for Open Your Closed Mind because that shit's banging. But I think as a song as a whole,
Yeah.
I think I'll take Vital Signs.
Wow. I would have taken Vital Signs, but like I told you, I love the second half of Escape Artist. That one riff that they play over and over is fucking killer, dude. And I
Wow.
love it. That's what I'm going
So
with.
now I need to open my closed mind because I'm wrong. Y'all both chose that one, so I lose?
Yep.
Fuck that.
You lose.
Escape Artist gets the pentagram.
Escape
of truth.
Artist deserves the pentagram.
All right, guys. This is number 7, the 11th Hour versus Indonesia. Guys, I swear to God, this is the easiest pick on the album.
You think
No,
so?
it's not.
You honestly,
You're
this
so
is this
fucking
is
wrong. This
the
is a
second
hard
hardest one
dude.
for me
This is such a hard one for me.
because
Guys, I hate
because the
Indonesia.
11th hour is one of the hardest songs that they have ever fucking written.
Yeah.
And Indonesia is a really good song.
No, dude, Indonesia sucks.
No, it does not. What
I
are you
hate
talking
it.
about,
Bro,
Dude,
that
you're
singing
crazy.
is so
Hell no.
whack.
He sleeps in the mountains of Indonesia, dude.
No, dude, that singing part is garbage, dude.
You don't like it?
No.
okay, that
That's
part
the
is
difference
bad,
between
but
the
the
Buried
whole
and Me.
song is fucking
No,
cool.
it's not. Is
Yeah.
it really? Wow. That was a rough time in his career then. What was which so if that's 2009, which
earth will
ABR or sorry, which
swallow.
Between the Buried Me album would that be? Not Alaska, it's after Alaska.
No, it's before that.
No, it's after Alaska's like the first album, dude.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's maybe The Great Misdirect.
I don't know.
I don't remember anyway.
the years.
Yeah.
It starts horrible. It gets a little bit better when they put the harmonized part on top of it with where he's singing.
It doesn't really fit with the.
It does not
the
fit.
music
That's the
either.
problem. That's what ruins the song. It's tainted. The song sucks.
That's the only
But
part
to me-
though,
to
dude. Because the
to me,
whole
that's
song's
not
fucking
even
good.
the most memorable part of the song.
Exactly. It's not memorable at all because it sucks.
But the whole song is
But
great,
the
dude.
the whole song,
Yeah,
the
I
song as
agree
a
with
whole is
Jay.
amazing.
When they play this, you know what I'm going to do when they get to that part?
Oh,
I'm
here
going to go
we
get a beer.
Go ahead, man.
You're gonna have to get us.
Go ahead.
We're gonna
Go
be
ahead.
I'm
busy,
not
dude.
saving your spot, dude.
Yeah. Me and Jared are gonna be in the
We're
pits.
gonna be in the pits singing our asses off, dude.
I'll get my way back. I'll get my way back up there, but I'll boo them. Be like, who decided this? I don't know, man. I think the song's banging. I think that part just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And then you want to compare it to 11th Hour? Dude, 11th Hour is insanely good.
Yeah.
Like, insanely good. The drums are killer. The
The breakdowns are the hardest breakdowns I've ever heard in
they're
my life.
so
dude.
fucking
When you
hard.
get a title
dude.
like that,
and
you know
this
it's gonna
song
be a
live,
banger.
And then-
bro, I've got news for you. This shit
So this is
on Indonesia.
This one is like the epitome of those songs that it just has their catchphrases going over and over again. But these ones are just like
They work.
They hit
hard
hard.
hitting after hard hitting catchphrase, and it's
I agree.
fucking
This is the
insane.
song that made the turn for me when we saw them live do
Yeah.
Messengers. When they did, dude, we got news for you. I was like, bro, take my shirt off. Take my shirt off. We're fucking getting in there, dude. I got some news for you, bitch. Oh my god, I love that.
My favorite part of this song is the crawling away.
Oh, burning with regret.
Oh, it's a
Oh, yeah, I
badass
love
banger,
that
dude.
shit.
And then he goes of hell, and then that fucking just heavy breakdown.
Yeah, the only chanting one I don't like is nothing stands between a man and his maker. That part's okay, not my favorite, but all the
I
other
love
ones
that
are
bad,
song.
dude.
And then
I love that part of the song.
The ending circle pit riff. Get out of my
Yes,
way,
dude.
Get out of
It's
my
a banger, dude.
way.
It really is.
Whoa, give it.
I mean, it's no log, but the song is a banger, dude.
Shut up with log, dude. I'm gonna slap you. Eric's gonna have to smack you down again with Machine Head. Yeah, but fuck. I'm trying to remember if it's the. No, it is that line you were talking about. That crawling away, burning with regret to the deepest, darkest depths,
Of
dude.
hell.
Of
And
hell.
it's like of hell.
Oh, we got news for you. The day is coming soon. We won't turn. When you turn your back, won't be an option. We got news for you. The day is soon to come, bro. Oh, I love it.
This is definitely their most fucking like just buck wild song that they've ever
Yeah,
made.
dude, it really is.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Just fuck it up, dude.
Just the
No
whole
matter
time.
what's your decision, dude, give up, give in, no matter what. Get up, dude. That song is banging. And you guys want to sit here and talk about fucking Indonesia?
I mean, I love
Dude,
what
Indonesia
the
as
fuck
a
is
song.
Indonesia
dude.
Good
about?
song, though.
I didn't
You're
read the lyrics.
discrediting
I don't
it
even
really
care.
bad.
It's about a dude who sleeps in the mountains of Indonesia, dude.
You lost me there. That does not smack.
I just think you're discrediting it really bad because it's a good song.
Yeah, because the singing ruins it.
Although
clean
it
singing.
is tainted.
Have you seen
It
that
is
website?
tainted, yeah.
Look, it's like metal reviews. They're just called "No Clean Singing." That's elitist, bro. That's hilarious.
And then there's that.
I just
that part.
it's not that I don't mind if they have singing. I just don't like that singing part. You know what I mean? It sounds like they're trying to be As I Lay Dying. Just be ABR.
Be who you are, man.
Be who you are, man. Don't fake it. Or have someone in the band sing. I wonder. No one in the band can sing. Do they sing on the later albums? Any of them?
None of them.
None of them sing. Really?
Nope.
Wow.
All
So
the-
who are you
all
thinking?
dirty
What are you
vocals.
thinking?
I swear to God, Jay,
no,
if you
I've
don't say
gotta go-
11th Hour,
I've gotta
I'm
go
gonna
with 11
slap you.
Hour,
Oh,
dude.
Okay, good. Thank
Yeah.
God. I was about to
Another
lose my
clean
That's
mind.
one of my
Sweet.
favorite songs they've ever written. It's just that Indonesia is also a really good song.
I just think he's
I think it's
discrediting that song.
really hard.
Average.
I
Whack.
think you're
11th
you're whack,
Hour
dude.
gets the pentagram of truth, which brings us to track number 8, The Balance versus Paradox.
To me, this is easy. To me, this is an easy one because I fucking hate Paradox. I think it's the worst
What?
song on the album, dude.
Nah, dude, Paradox is
I think
pretty
it's
cool.
the worst song on the
No,
album.
you're
I don't-
wrong.
I don't-
What's the worst song on the album?
It's
Jay?
bottom
None
tier.
of
None of them. It's bottom tier.
What's the worst song on the album for you? I think this one's easily the worst one. I don't like it, dude.
You're right, dude. I think it is the worst song. Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
look at it.
Now you see that Bible verse in there, dude?
I didn't read it to me.
Maybe.
Pro-
Yeah, read
Proverbs
it.
13:3. He that opens his lips too wide shall bring on his own destruction.
Damn.
That's deep.
Get up.
I opened my lips a lot today, so it looks like I'm going to
You're
hell.
going to hell, dude.
Just for that, just because they put a
That's your
Bible verse,
destruction
I'm not
right
picking
there,
this
dude.
song. No, I'm just
Oh
playing.
my gosh.
Gotta go with the evil one. No, but dude, tell me the first part of Paradox does not sound. It just sounds very. It's like In Flames.
Yeah.
I thought I was listening to In Flames
does,
for a
yeah.
second.
They're influenced a lot.
I mean, it's cool, but dude, the balance is killer. The middle, the build up part is fucking killer.
It's a
And then the-
different build up too, which is great.
It's different.
Yeah.
The guitar solo is pretty cool. I love the double bass part in the middle.
And to me, it finally gets a bit thrashy, dude. It's a different
I-
riff.
Yes,
It's
and then the
fucking
last
cool.
breakdown has that like panning effect
Yes.
where you hear like one side of the guitar and the other side of your headphones or whatever. I like that. I think it's an easy win.
To
What do you
me,
think,
yes.
Jay?
I think the thing about the song that I really like in Paradox is the Swallow Your Pride.
Oh, Swallow Your
And
Pride.
it just sounds really cool when he's swallow your pride.
Yeah.
Because silence is gold. It's so cool.
That line is pretty dope.
I really like that line. I mean, the rest of the song I would say is not as great as that ending, but
But
what do you think about the balance?
the balance,
song, dude.
But the balance, there's this part in the balance.
Oh, get up.
Oh man,
Get up.
You
He's
kidding
looking
me?
at
Where
right
is
now.
it?
I
Where
love
is
the
it?
balance, dude. Where do you put the balance on the album? Like, where do you rank it?
I think it's up there, dude.
It's a
What?
top.
I do. I
Really?
think
It's
like
top
at that
5.
131 second, like it's
I'll put it
metalcore at
middle.
its finest, dude.
The just
Oh,
the way
yes.
we want you. That,
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit
that part's sick.
gets me every time, dude.
I think
I
it's
think
middle
it's
tier, though.
metalcore at its finest, dude. It really is.
Damn, but that was
I don't like
Yeah,
the
but-
intro to the balance.
not as much as I like the intro to Paradox.
Yeah, the intro to Paradox.
Yeah,
is
but I
better,
think the balance is just a better song overall.
But once you start getting into the breakdowns and the riffs in the balance, it
yeah,
gets
then
better.
it picks up a
Yeah.
little bit.
That's the only thing I like about the Paradox.
But it does
The-
have that.
the tapping.
that-
Yeah.
it
That
does have
tapping
that
riff.
go. at the end of it.
Whack. No, just dated. So dang so the balance wins.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Balance gets the
Easy.
pentagram and
Easy
balance
wins.
wins.
So track number 9, Black Sheep versus Rationalist.
What are we going with first?
Start with Black Sheep, dude.
Oh, that's a banger, dude.
I
Black Sheep is a
love the
banger.
different like intro riff to it. It has like that tremolo picking intro,
Straight in your face.
which is killer. And then the slow down at the 1 minute is not my favorite. But then the blast beat like triplet part thing is killer. It redeems that part
Yeah.
because I think it starts off really high. I love the tremolo picking part. Then you get to this kind of like I don't
The
know,
middle section of it,
super
like
average.
2
Not the middle
minutes,
section.
yeah.
It's still kind of the beginning of the song, but it's just average as fuck. But then it redeems himself with like this blast beating fucking crazy triple riff thing. But then the second slowdown and breakdown thing, I think is weak. Like I think it's weak. Why do you need to do that two times in a song? Why are we slowing down twice?
What?
I don't want it. I don't want it.
I'm not really into that
But
either.
when they bring back the tremolo picking from the intro to end the song, it's cool. But
I just think the boys go ham on this, dude.
on Black Sheep,
Yeah.
I didn't read the lyrics either. I fucked up. Are they good?
yeah, I mean, I really like the beginning part where it's like falling captive.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Get
the way-
up.
You falling captive with what you
I don't know.
thought
I just
would
think
save you.
I think the drumming's so excellent on this
Yeah,
song,
it is.
dude.
And the way he fucking
kills it.
destroys those cymbals too.
Yeah.
This
I
is
think it works
ridiculous.
really well.
Okay, but what do you think about Rationalist, dude? Because Rationalist is pretty fucking banging.
Yeah, I mean, I put Rationalist over this song.
Whoa.
I think the lead at the first part is so fucking good.
I love how fast it is.
Yeah, and that squealy, I love squealies. Like pitch harmonics,
Yeah.
that fucking shit's awesome. I love that. But the circle like pitting riff after, it's kind of like at this point in the album, I've just heard it so many times.
Yeah.
Like the same kind of, I don't want to say it's formulaic, but it's like breakdown circle pit riff, breakdown circle pit
You get a
riff.
little
So-
burnt.
I get a little burnt. So
Yeah.
that one, it's still good. I just, it's not as memorable after, what are we, 9 songs in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's not like the greatest in the world at that point. But the blast beats part is sick too. Like I said, that's one of my big reasons I can keep listening to these guys over other metalcore bands is just the fact that the drummer is just always fucking slaying, dude. Like
finally
you just
get
go, you always got
all the way
something to listen
through.
to that's different. The
Yep.
boy's are real. He's legit. He's too legit to quit. He's still drumming with it. He's been them
Yeah.
day one. So of all the members, or the Messengers has a lineup that's been the same.
That's
since.
been the same since. Yeah.
Okay, good. That lineup is killer, man.
Hell yeah.
Both times they slammed
Keep
it.
it
Hell yeah.
I was gonna bring up a little bit of tangent. I saw some videos live of them after Messengers came out. I think they did like a DVD. I don't know if you've seen it,
Probably.
but the dude's voice, whack.
Really?
When I was listening, I was like whack. But I was thinking about both times we saw him, his voice was killer.
Yeah,
I don't know if
dude.
he's just gotten much better. And it's funny
I
because
don't know.
improved.
I don't remember that DVD.
Oh, it's funny because like when I saw them, I'd never seen pictures of them before. So when I saw him, he's bald now, has a beard, and he looks like
Yeah.
he looks like a grown man.
He had like balding hair.
Yeah, then when I look it's funny to look back. I'm like, oh, dude, they look like kids during these albums.
Yeah,
Really?
I know at
Wow.
one point because I started following
That's a
them
long
really,
10 years.
Started following him really hard, probably like 2012, 2013, and
Yeah.
that dude started lifting and shit. And he had
Yeah,
his
he's
own,
much
like,
bigger.
He started like working with clothing brands and stuff, and like actually going like showing off on Instagram him going to the gym doing curls and bench and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Well, that explains it because I was like, dude, they didn't even look like the same people. They
Yeah,
look
they
like these
don't.
preppy like metalcore kids. I'm like, their new look works for them a lot better.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Anyway, let's get back to the Rationalist. The middle breakdown part the guitar is crazy. Like, it's fucking awesome guitar-wise. And honestly, I think that part itself, like the way they harmonize and go fucking insane, is the reason I'm gonna pick Rationalist.
Really?
Over Black Sheep.
That's what I like about it too.
Wow.
Yeah, the guitar is
Black
just fucking awesome.
Nah, dude. I like Black Sheep a lot.
You like Black
I
Sheep?
love
You're
Black
whack,
Sheep.
dude. Black
It's
Sheep
a
is
good song.
It's
dude.
okay.
It's a
middle
good
tier.
song, but Rationalist is a great song.
Yeah, Rationalist is a great song, bitch.
Dude, you're crazy, guys.
Take that.
Black Sheep all day.
So Rationalist gets the pentagram of
Gets the
truth.
pentagram of truth.
We are on track number 10, An American Dream versus Meddlers. I think this is another easy one, guys.
No, it's not.
This is another.
It's not.
Shut
I have
your
easy
mouth.
one.
okay. Well, I have an extreme bias on this one, so
Whoa.
What's your bias? Tell us.
Meddler is my favorite August Burns Red song
Okay, good.
of all time.
Good. Meddler kills
Meddler
An
is
American Dream.
Meddler. I
I'll
think
take
is
Meddler, too.
their best song that they've ever written.
What?
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's all.
Really?
That's
You think
all
it's better than
big.
Mariana's
Fuck it,
Trench?
yeah.
It is the
Yeah.
fucking banger on this album.
It's a banger. It's super fast, but it also the lyrics are just like
It's so uplifting.
It's uplifting as
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
It's
you
an
love that.
uplifting-
Everyone
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's just the whole way through the song. It just builds up to that. It's fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
exactly. That's exactly what I put in my fucking notes. Is that the buildup is so sick.
Yeah.
And the second riff with the triplets, the pinch harmonic, is so fucking banging. If you're not headbang, get out of here.
Yeah, dude.
Don't be
And
my
I
friend.
I
We're not
love
fucking
the,
friends.
The intro gets me so hyped. It's like dun, 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 dun. It's like
Oh,
dude,
yes,
I
dude.
would do my deadlift sets to that shit whenever I was like first starting off lifting. I was like
When
put
you're on
that
that-
shit on.
You're on that last rep.
I'm throwing all the weight on there, dude.
all the weights on.
Yeah.
Jay's on his last set. He throws on
People-
fucking Meddler and
Fuckers in the UTSA rec would be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
slamming dick.
Slamming dick on the ground. Dude.
Slamming dick on the ground. Doesn't give a fuck, dude. Meddler kills it. What can
yeah.
you say about American? I think American Dream's the worst song off Messengers.
What?
No.
No, it's a
What's
good
worse?
song.
Oh, you
I
think The
don't-
Blinding Light?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I don't like it. There's something about American Dream I don't like. I just don't like it. I think it's whack.
I don't
think
know.
Blinding-
I
I
think it's
think-
very balanced. I think it's a balanced
Yeah.
song, dude.
I think Blinding Light and Vital Signs are less memorable than that
It's-
for sure. But I love American Dream.
It's the part with the underwater breathing thing.
Oh, yeah.
That part is
That
so
part, that
stupid
effect
that
is
it's just
weird.
like, what is this shit? Who thought that was a good idea in the studio?
He,
Like, I don't know who's just like, dude,
like-
I got a killer idea. We're gonna pretend like we're underwater and just take a deep breath. Like, I don't know. It just sounds so stupid where it's
that's
at.
it. It's just
that's my opinion.
That's just a theme that they have through these two
Okay,
albums.
but
in
they
general.
don't put that on like Mariana's Trench.
No,
That
they
shit's
don't.
about being underwater.
Yeah,
But you know, that would if they put that on Mariana's Trench, that would have ruined the goddamn song.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? But they
Yeah,
put it
why
on
they
this
didn't
one,
do it,
which is
yeah.
whatever. It's American Dream. That has some good parts. That part really throws me off. The fucking the last part slays, but the actual last breakdown isn't my favorite. But I think like the ending part is like it works. It works to their favor. But compared to Meddler, it's not
Yeah.
even fucking close, dude. I mean, we're talking about two different
That
leagues.
first scream at the beginning of Meddler
Oh,
is
yeah.
fucking just goes so hard, dude.
I know that one's a
Like,
great
once
one.
again, I think it's closer than you say, but I'm taking the Meddler too.
Good.
But
It's not closer than we say. Meddler
Dude,
is a
you're
killer
crazy.
song, dude. I would
Meddler-
agree with Jay.
I love the
I wouldn't
fast
say it's my
build-up.
favorite because I love Mariana's Trench, but it's very close to Mariana's Trench on the track listing that we have for this album.
Whoa.
But yeah, so Meddler gets the Pentagram of Truth, which brings
Hell
us to the
yeah.
last track. Okay, let's talk about. We didn't talk about Meridian.
Meridian.
What do you think about Meridian?
This is bland.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
like
go with
it.
unnecessary.
I think it's a good.
It's gonna be good live because that's when we're gonna have to take a breather.
Yeah.
There's so many
But
bands.
I
so many
think it's a
bits.
really good intermission.
Yeah. They need it.
Even
It's-
just listening to it on the album, I think it fits really well in between.
I'll tell you what,
Paradox
I
and
would
Rationalist.
never, I'll probably never listen to that song again,
After we hear it live.
but after we hear it live.
But
Yeah.
it's just the song is just a bunch of Bible verses.
There's
That's
no
what it
talking
is.
in it.
Yeah, there is.
There is?
There is.
There's
It's
background.
it's at the
Yeah.
end.
Oh, okay.
You just hear him talking.
I just
yeah.
skipped it.
Okay. So you wouldn't know.
I don't want to. I don't want to hear
That's
Bible
hilarious.
verses. Whack. No, sorry.
I don't know. I like the little guitar sections that they have in there. The I think it's cool. And then the dun, 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 dun,
It should be
Dude,
cool
to
live.
me, it's just a big old cock tease, man. It's such a big build. Like, the build-ups
I
there,
hope-
it could be something great.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't
if you
do
look at
anything
it
with
as it is,
Where it is on
as-
the album.
or just look at it, take it as it is, not think of it as one of their
Where it
hard
could be.
songs.
I
like
guess you're right.
Like all their other
But
songs.
I
I
just
think
think
it's a
they could
good
do
little-
so much more with it.
Yeah. Like I
little
said, I think
intermission.
live it's going to be good. I hope they do something with it. But it'll be a good time to take a breath, go get a beer, and then hit the pits again. Especially where it's at.
I mean, I guess
You're going to need a fucking break between Paradox and
I guess you're
I'm
right.
just gonna
I
be
guess-
standing there crying, dude. You go get a beer all you want.
I'll go get you. I'll go get you the beer. Then we'll get ready for
that's
fucking
funny.
Meddler, dude. We'll throw down.
I guess it's refreshing.
Oh, yeah,
man.
you're
Or sorry, Rationalist. Rationalist, then Meddler.
Yeah.
dude.
And Meddler.
Yeah, we got to take a break before those two in a row.
For real.
But anyway, speaking of Bible verses, let's get to the two songs that are both probably the most Christian songs on here. Redemption
For real.
versus Crusades.
Oh.
What are we starting with? Redemption?
Yeah, let's
Sure.
start with Redemption, dude. Oh my God, that first breakdown with the tremolo picking is
Yes.
fucking killer, and the drummer takes it away again, dude.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, I think the guitar playing on this song is awesome too, and it's fucking amazing how they play, how good this guy is, both
Yeah.
of them, and they don't. I don't think my biggest problem with ABR is they're not shown enough. They're not showing enough of their lead work, especially on these two albums. You see it a little bit, but it gets like not tainted, but it gets like lost in the waves of breakdowns that you get.
You
Where
got to
I'm like,
remember the time that this was being made.
no, I know. I'm just saying, like, that's my only critique because I love really good guitar playing. Here's another good example. Do you know that band? What's that band that has the guitarist that looks like Thor? The one After the Burial. Remember we saw
Oh,
After
yeah.
the Burial,
Oh,
dude, and we were like, holy shit! They started with a song, and I've never listened to their songs. I've seen them live twice, and they opened with a song, and the lead guitarist, both of them are just playing these insane leads, but then they play the rest of the set of just breakdowns. I'm like, dude, you guys are so fucking good. Mix it up. So that's why I love Redemption, dude, because there's that mix-up fucking part where
Yeah.
they're slamming a lead and they harmonize and they sound great. I just wish they would do that more.
Seriously.
You know what I mean?
I
They're
agree.
fucking, those boys can play, dude. Everyone in this band can play. They're awesome players.
definitely.
So, yeah, but
I like that part in the middle. I am just a man.
oh, I know
That
that
part.
part's
That part's
The
cool.
one where he says, I'm a fallen victim.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
And he
where
just repeats
that's
that over
where
and
I
over.
don't like. I don't like that
part a
part.
lot.
I don't.
Yeah,
I think
I
this
just
is where
admit-
metalcore gets a bad rep, dude.
yeah, because
That
then you go
part.
from my favorite part to like, I mean, I like the repeating of it a little bit more than some of the other songs, but
I don't know, dude. I think that deteriorates the song to me.
damn,
Do you? Do you agree with that?
that part, I don't know if it
Yes.
deteriorates it.
I disagree.
'Cause I think
I
that's-
think that's the most memorable part.
What?
Damn.
At
Yeah,
least, the
at
song's
least,
awesome, dude. The song's awesome. I
At
just
least
don't like
vocal,
that section.
vocally.
Wow.
And then it
They
goes
gotta hook
into,
them. They gotta hook them.
and then it goes into that part at the end, which is really cool. That
Yeah. But dude, the Christian lyrics are real on this song, dude. They are real.
Yeah, they are.
When I was reading them, I was just like, holy shit.
It's like, you Lord, show me the way.
Yeah, I know that, especially the end. I trust in you. I trust in you for life to live and to breathe. Purity fills my lungs. Lord, show me the way as I give myself to you. Never let me go. Hold me with your everlasting love. Be my strength. Be my voice. My glory. Set me free.
That-
I was like, damn, that is very.
That's
I knew you told me they were Christian metal. I just didn't think it was that
Well,
like
in
upfront.
2007, this band was very, very upfront as with their Christianity.
Christian, yeah,
They haven't had as many themes like that in their music recently, but
yeah.
like in these
Back in these days,
in
they
these
were-
two albums, especially like just the
They
scene,
pour
the
it out.
metalcore scene in general.
Yeah,
was
because
like
there was a
you're-
couple other.
There's more Christian metalcore bands back then.
Yeah,
than
like Devil
not.
Wears Prada.
Yeah.
As I Lay Dying was a Christian
Yeah.
band.
Under oath.
Under Oath.
It was almost
Yeah.
it was almost expected that you were a Christian if you were in this
Of
way.
course, that's probably why all these
metalcore.
fucking
Yeah.
metal elitists don't like it.
Yeah, probably.
Because dude, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I don't know how elitists can't get behind some of this stuff. Because it's literally you just take the mellow death, like duka duka duka, like not
Yep.
the Slayer beat, but more of like the way In Flames at the Gates plays those like dun 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 riffs, and then mix it with like Hate Breed breakdowns, and then you have
It's because
that's
the
metalcore.
Yeah,
the
basically.
scene boy bands that were ahead of the scene at the
yeah,
time
taint the name.
just tainted that nobody wanted to listen to any of it if any of it sounded like that.
Yeah, which I don't make sense. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I'm trying to think. Like when we saw, remember the first time we saw Eyes Lay Dying,
Yeah.
and they had a band on there that was a Christian band, and remember their whole thing was No Hope,
Oh,
but it
yeah,
wasn't
like
N-O.
what
It was
color
K-
changes, or what do they call it?
No, it was
Color morale. It was something color.
no. But those guys were whack,
Yeah.
dude. Like remember he had a bulletproof vest on, and
Yeah.
he took it off, and we were
Oh.
like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? And they kept saying, the whole time we were joking because they're like, no hope. And we're like, damn, that's heavy. Like, you don't have any hope? Fuck yeah. But then we turn around and the shirt's KNOW. Like, you need to know hope.
like,
and we're like,
"Jeez,
these guys are whack. I don't think they're around anymore. But I can
get
see
down with the Christians sometimes.
Okay,
Dude.
get down with the Christians sometimes. But I can see why people get. It's every genre. There's goods and bads, dude. So I think people shit on metalcore a little too much because there's greats. ABR is a great band. Killswitch Engage is a great band. Unearth is a great band. So there you go. But anyway, let's get back to it. Let's go to Crusades. We didn't even talk about Crusades. What do you think is about that, Jay? Is the ending song of the album? Because I know
it's amazing.
Yeah,
and it fits so well coming after Meddler.
Yeah.
You listen to the end of Meddler and the beginning of Crusades, and it sounds like it's almost like the same song.
Yeah, I like the tremolo picking part of the first part, but for me, it just doesn't last long enough. But the first breakdown is pretty fucking good, and I love the harmonized lead that's over that breakdown is badass. And the circle pit riff, the drummer's always killing it. I used to think that I'd last forever. What do you think of that part? I'm not a big fan of that part.
I love it.
Really? How old were they on this album, dude? That's what I want to know. So you're talking about like
probably in their early 20s.
In their early 20s. Okay, because I got to read this lyric, dude. I was just like, how old these guys got to be? I'm not trying to shit on them because, I mean, I'm not that old either, but I would never write lyrics like this because I know I'm young. I used to be so young and invincible. The mistakes of my youth are finally catching up to me. The face that stares back in the mirror should carry nothing but pride. But as the days go by, yeah, it gets harder to hold my head up high.
They're writing it for a broader audience, dude.
Yeah, I guess it works. Yeah. I just hope they weren't like, I don't think they were early 20s, dude. This is their third album. They're probably close to 30, right?
They're probably mid 20s.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had been. Yeah, I don't think.
Whatever, that's fine. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. It's the lyrics when you read them, they're actually not that bad. I was just
This is
like,
a solid
we're talking
song,
about you're
dude.
young. You are young, motherfucker. You're in your 20s. We're young.
The way he expresses the lyrics is the most powerful part of the whole song.
Yeah, I think you're right. What do you think of it, JJ? Like, what was your whole take on Crusades?
I like the whole song as a whole, dude. I like the beginning double bass and tremolo picking.
What about the way it fades out, like the ending part?
Oh, I like it. It gets slow pace and it's really cool.
And it's just like,
I think that's a good ender.
you would rather have that than just a hard like stop for an album.
Abrupt stop, nah.
I love the way it fades
I like the
out.
fade.
It fades out.
I like the fade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good song, dude.
So
It's a fast hitter.
So which one are you taking?
Oh, I'm taking Crusades.
Yeah, I say Crusades.
What?
Too.
This is for easy for me.
I say Crusades.
Dude, I was gonna go
I might-
Redemption, dude.
No, dude,
I might have
only
more
that
love
part.
Redemption.
That part kills it for me.
I might have
No.
more of a bias towards Crusades though, just because I've listened to it so many more times.
Oh, really? Well, I can do it
Yeah.
for you. But I mean, if you listen more times, it's probably because you think it's a better song. But
Probably.
for me, dude, I love the guitar work in Redemption, man. That song is badass. But
do
I
like
think
the
the Crusades
guitar
lyrics are a little bit better. Like the
I
ones.
think the structure of the song is a lot better too in Crusades. I think
Yeah.
Redemption is kind of all over
No.
the place.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
the point, dude. It's a
No,
banger.
what? Doesn't make sense.
No, I'm just kidding. I just love the guitar work, like I said. But damn, fuck
The
y'all
guitar
both.
work
I'm
is
the one who's
awesome.
wrong. I'm the one who's wrong. Crusades gets the pentagram of
Wow.
truth, which we come down to our final scores. Messengers got
This was a hard
4
one.
pentagrams of truth, which means
Whoa.
Crusades got 5, dude. Or
Oh.
sorry,
Constellations.
Constellations got 5, which means
Constellations wins, dude.
is the winner on here. Debate and destroy, dude. But it was pretty close.
Dude. That's
I
pretty
think
crazy.
Constellations is deserving of the win here. Anyway, I think it's a better album.
I just
in
think
general.
it shows that the
Yeah.
maturity is there.
Yeah.
I'll say the same thing Jay said. I think Constellations is better, and they definitely matured as a band.
Messengers is definitely a lot harder.
It's much more raw.
Breakdowns
It's more
are
raw.
crazy. Yeah,
It's more raw. But
more raw,
I hear it sometimes. I'm like,
heavier.
is that ABR yet? To where I hear Constellations, I'm like, that sounds more like it's different enough to be them.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's ABR.
And I think
They're distinct.
I think Constellations was kind of their turning point into becoming more experimental with their music anyway. Because if you listen to any of their newer albums, they go even deeper into the more melodic stuff and the more
really?
Oh, that's pretty
the more
cool.
instrumental stuff.
that's cool. And another big thing too is the production on Constellations is so much better.
So much better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It improves
You
greatly.
definitely hear a lot of things going on. It sounds fucking fantastic.
The
Like I
lyrical
said,
content.
I think
so
the
much
lyrics
better.
are better too. Like I said, Ocean of Apathy's fucking killer.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to see this fucking song on this tour.
I
saw them-
can't wait to see this whole album
Oh,
live,
sorry,
dude.
This whole album, dude,
It's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
fucking be amazing.
There's a-
Messengers was one thing, so I don't. Dude, the crowd for Messengers tour was crazy. So I don't want to know what
it's going to be insane.
How crazy this album's going to be live.
I had never heard August Burns Red before, and it was like Christmas 2009. My cousin gave me this album.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
This is the first August Burns Red album I ever heard, and it was from the CD.
Nice.
Had you heard metal before, or was that?
I had been listening to like Bring Me the Horizon and Devil Wears Prada and that shit before.
Oh, okay.
But I had never heard of August Burns Red.
Yeah.
Or I probably had heard of them, but never like listened to them. I was 14 years old, and my cousin just knew to give me this album. He was like, "You probably would like them," and I listened to it. I'm like, this is already my favorite band by far.
Hooked for life.
I know you're fanboy now. He's got the long sleeve tee he bought at the last show.
10 years later, dude.
10 years later? That show was good, dude. Jay showed me this other band that opened up from Japan called Crystal Lake.
Oh, yeah,
They
dude.
killed
it, dude.
They were fucking good.
They were the first band that went on like 6:30, 7:30.
Yeah.
They went hard.
Wow. The crowd got more crazy than them than the next two bands. One of the bands is one of the ones we saw. What's the
Miss May I?
Miss May I, the one we saw at
Miss
Hot
May
Fest.
Pretty good.
They're pretty good. No, these guys shut them down, dude.
And then the other one was
crowd went nuts.
Fit for a King was the other one, but
Yeah,
Crystal Lake's a fairly new band too. Like they're probably their biggest album came out in 2016.
Yeah, I can tell they're newer. They look really young, but they're keeping the core. They're keeping the core
They
alive.
are, dude. And they have some crazy like just drumming in their fucking songs too,
Really?
like blast beats all over the place.
Shout out to them, dude.
Yeah,
Shout out to
dude.
Crystal Lake.
Keeping the core alive.
Anyway, that's the end here at Debate and Destroy. Constellations beat Messengers. If you think Messengers is better, what's their opinion, JJ?
They're wrong.
Your opinion is wrong, bitch. You heard it here first on Debate and Destroy. Any last words, Jay? You want to give us something? Any motivation to get big in the gym?
Just listen to Constellations.
Listen to Constellations and do your fucking push-ups, bro. That's all you need, bro.
Listen to Meddler, do some deadlifts, and you're good to go.
You're good to go.
That's what I did.
To hit the gym, motherfuckers, with Constellations on. That's all we got.